My favorite gear company has done it again, Peak Design, and this year's travel line. This multi-part series is going to do a deep dive into the product, the 45-liter backpack, the various cubes and pouches, to see whether it's worth it. As a photographer, as a traveler, does it meet your needs? Does it meet my needs? This is my honest review of the travel line, so let's jump in. Today, we talk about the wash pouch. There is so much to talk about from the travel line by Peak Design. I mean, as you guys saw from my first impressions, the 45-liter backpack alone has a ton of features. But today, let's focus on one thing at a time. This is the wash pouch from Peak Design. So you can say I've kind of gone through an evolution in terms of toiletry bags from my very first one to the one I currently use, the Sea to Summit, to what I'm holding now, the Peak Design wash pouch. As you know, this is a modular system, so you can buy it on its own or as part of the 45-liter travel backpack package, you could say. So I'm really curious to see how this stacks up with the Sea to Summit and whether this is the best toiletry bag out there, or is there room for improvement? As a guy, here's a look at all the different toiletries that I typically bring on every single trip. As you can see, I try to keep things pretty minimal. Now, these are three things that I usually don't bring on a trip: an electric toothbrush, toothpaste, and first aid kit. Now let's take a look at the Sea to Summit toiletry bag that I've been using for the past little while. Made out of Cordura, that's why this bag is lightweight, strong, and durable. Now the bag itself is quite simple. It's got that main compartment with a small slot on top, and then you got your two zippered pockets before flipping it on the back side and one more final zippered pocket. As you can tell, it's pretty maxed out at this point, so anything else you kind of got to bring on the side. Now, when we look at the Peak Design wash pouch, you'll notice immediately that it's a lot bigger. And so as we start filling it in with the same items as in the previous example, you'll notice how everything is much more organized. It has slots for pretty much everything, meshes, zippers, and you can fit in a lot more stuff, just not the toothbrush. All right, so here's the deal. Now that you've seen me pack basically between the Sea to Summit toiletry bag and the wash pouch, you'll quite obviously see the differences. So with the Sea to Summit, what I love about this is that it's really lightweight. There's not a lot of padding because you don't really need padding when it comes to toiletries. It's got all the pockets that you need. Now, it's not that big because I can't fit my shaver in there, so I've always had to pack my shaver separately, but it gets the job done. It's constructed of nice Cordura material, so it's very durable. It's quite easy to wash as well. Now, first impressions of this, packing this for the first time, I thought that this is amazing. There are a lot of pockets in here. I could put a lot of my stuff, keep things very, very organized, much more organized than I could here. There's much more padding. The material obviously is really well done. The craftsmanship is excellent as well, as you expect from Peak Design. But in terms of extra things I could put in, I couldn't put a full-size electric toothbrush, which I thought you could, but it's just too long. And I understand, I don't think it would make sense if this was any longer than it is, if it's perfectly in the 45-liter backpack. The other thing is that, yeah, I could put in a shaver, I could put in deodorant, I could put in my first aid kit as well. So that's a lot of extra things in here. Now, I think it's, again, all about trade-offs. So for me, I still kind of prefer the Sea to Summit, actually. This is a minimalist dream, I feel like, in terms of what they built here. It's no frills, it's got a nice hook, it's got handles, zippers, pockets, all that stuff. I can put everything in there. It's not gonna be super, super organized, but it has all the main compartments that I need. Now this guy is for the super crazy organized person. It's in kind of the shape of a football. It's a bit large, it's a bit bulky. I feel like there are, like I said, a lot of pockets. I can put a lot more in here, but it's hefty. Like when you hold this, you see that? And then you get this. This is the side-by-side comparison, and this is quite large. So take it for what it is. It really depends on what you're looking for in terms of a toiletry bag. This is amazing, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for something a little bit more minimalistic, I'd still go for the Sea to Summit. Before I go, I do want to focus on this wash pouch itself. So let's break it down by pros and cons. Pros. The construction on this is incredible, as you can imagine. You have the black material that's on the entire exterior of the 45-liter backpack that's used all the way throughout. The zippers work extremely well. They are weather resistant type seals, which is really nice. It's got a great, nice handle. The exterior is just well built overall. The stitching itself is quite perfect, and I love the dark gray accents that you see on the corners. It is kind of like a football. So that's the exterior, which I think are great pros. The other pro is that if you're an insane organizer, this is going to be the type of bag for you, because there are pockets, zippers, magnetic compartments, exterior compartments up the wazoo. You could organize anything anywhere here. I think one of the big things that I love about this bag is that I can pretty much have everything separated and in its own little mesh compartments. So shampoos in one little mesh pocket, conditioner, body wash, face wash, gel can all be fit in here, which is really nice. The other thing is that it's very spacious, so that's another pro. It can put a lot of stuff in there, and definitely more than my current toiletry bag, so that's a pro as well. I like the accordion style. I think it works really well. That's another pro, and it hangs off the wall really nicely once the hook is out. So right against the wall, and then you're pretty much good to go. You have access to everything. So this is a brilliant design. The accordion style really works well here in the wash pouch and the tech pouch as well. Now on to the cons, and there are quite a few that I discovered as I was playing around with the wash pouch. I think the first thing that really annoyed me was really around the hook. At first I thought something was wrong because the stitching seemed to be, or at least between the bag and the hook, there wasn't a lot of distance, and so it was really hard to take out. There's a special technique you need to follow to be able to do that. So it's basically a rotate out and twist, and then you're good to go and you can hang it. And to put it back is kind of the reverse. So you need to twist it, at least this is how I think it's supposed to work, and then you rotate it back in. So it feels really tight, it feels awkward, it feels like I'm straining the stitching, which I don't know if is gonna be good for the long run. So the hook is really well designed. It's large, and so it can fit on a lot of large poles, and obviously great material with the black anodized aluminum or metal, let's just say. But I think the way that it's stowed and how it's pulled out in this little pocket back here could be a little bit better. I wish that there was a bit more give so I can just fold it in this way, kind of like with my Sea to Summon. That was a little bit more natural of an operation. So the other con that I have with this bag is that it's a little bit too large. For the minimalist in me, I feel like this football is bigger than it should be, and I think a lot of that's attributed to the padding that's built in. For toiletries, I really don't think that you need all this padding. You're not really protecting a whole lot. Obviously the materials inside are great, and it really keeps things nice and clean, or it is easy to clean if it does get messy. But why all this padding? I feel like it could be tightened up a bit. I can see why they designed it this way, because this is modular. It's supposed to fit width-wise into the 45-liter. But kind of wishing with the Sea to Summit, it's a lot smaller, it's a lot lighter as well, so it's bulky. Let's just say as a con that this is bulky. So the last con that I'll point out is really in the front pocket. Now I love the idea of having a front pocket, but I think it's a little shallow. You can only put things that are tubular or long. So I got things like eye drops. I got the Swiss card that magically kind of still fits. Nail clippers, lotion, and things like that. But beyond that, I don't think I could put that much more. I feel like with this bag, it could definitely hold a lot more if it was deeper. So I feel like it could be bigger, so I could put things like the wet ones and emergency instead of putting it inside. But it is what it is. Another con, yeah, I wish it was a lot deeper. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this rundown of specifically the wash pouch. I mean, there's just so much to talk about with the entire travel line. Made sense to break it all out. So ask away. Do you got any questions about the wash pouch? Are you thinking about it as a standalone? Are you thinking about it as a bundle with the travel line and the 45-liter backpack? Drop a comment below. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.